NYU, and I'm studying drama.
But yeah, we're gonna just talk about our application processes in college and like SATs, all that, while we knit. So yeah.
So I signed up with a like tutoring company, and I probably like studied with them for like 2 months, and then I took my first SAT in May, and then I took my second SAT, which I didn't study for as much, in like September or October. I only took it twice.
Yeah, I only took it twice too. I didn't study. Someone described it to me. The SAT is probably the biggest, most important, pointless test of your life. I was like, honestly.
True.
So I did like Khan Academy. Yeah, it didn't help. Like I didn't like stick to the plan. Like honestly, I suggest Khan Academy. It does help.
I mean, I'm sure it helps. Like,
yeah,
more
if
than
you are someone
nothing.
who can like keep yourself on track, like they'll do a whole schedule for you and give you practice tests and stuff. Like go for it. But like
yeah, I took 3 practice SATs, like full 5-hour ones.
Oh god.
And like that's why after I took 2 SATs, I was like, I cannot take anymore. I was
so long.
It's so tiring. It's like, oh my god.
So I think the most basic application that most people do is Common App, because like it's an application online that you literally you fill out all your information, like your name, your family, all this stuff, and you can use it to apply to a lot of different colleges. Not all, not like UCs and stuff.
Yeah, but like most colleges use it.
So if you're like a junior going into senior year, like get on Common App, just do it. I think the hardest part of Common App is just like the personal essay. Do you remember how many words? Ish?
I don't know. I want to say ranging like from like 500 to 1,000.
Yeah, I think it's 600.
Oh,
that sounds right.
Wow!
So they give you a prompt, right? And usually for me, I just write out each prompt and then write out all the things, like on a Google Doc, I'd write out all the things that I would possibly write about and then pick like ones that I think would work the best. I revise it so much.
Same.
Yeah. I had so many people like look at it and like correct it, like on Google Docs, because you can do suggestions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just added. I look at that doc. There's like 60 people on that document, and they all just like gave suggestions and like edited and stuff.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Have like a lot of people look at it to different perspectives.
Yeah.
I got the prompt. I just started writing like whatever came to my head. Then like I read it, and then like I was like, okay, this either works or it doesn't. And then I would like revise, like write. I would just like write a bunch of random things and like see what worked.
Honestly, like the biggest suggestion for writing your college essays is just do it.
You just have to just write about like whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
and you can trash it, but at least you have something.
yeah. Oh no, I trashed my like personal statement. I wrote like the first drafts like probably 3 times, and then I went with a whole different.
Oh, write out all your due dates. Every college has a different due date, and it's so obnoxious.
Oh, that's true actually, because I missed a deadline. Or no.
Did you miss USC?
I missed a USC deadline, but I think I emailed them and they like gave me an extension, which was really nice. Like for NYU, the essays and stuff were all the same, but then I had to schedule an audition, and I did early decision 2, which means like if I got in, like I'd be for sure going there. And so like for early decision for them, you have to fly out to New York to audition, even though they did have auditions here in LA, but like for early decision I have to go. So I went in January, and I auditioned for musical theater, so I had to do 2 monologues, 2 songs, and a dance. And the dance was like with other people, like it was a group. It was honestly, the dance was super easy, but they taught it in like 5 or 10 minutes, so I was like, what? And like, and I was so mad because I didn't realize that when he was like, okay, like let's like start running it, and like we were in lines, and then I did it once in the back, and then he was like, okay, switch, and then I was in the front, and then he's like, okay, we're done. And I didn't know, like I thought he was gonna be like, okay, this is the actual audition, but he never said that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like saving my energy kind of. But yeah, it went like pretty well. They were all really nice. And then there was like a short little interview section where it wasn't really an interview. They were kind of just talking to me. And then yeah, I went home, and then probably 3 months later in March, I got my decision. And so they asked me if I didn't get in for musical theater, if I'd be okay with like getting in for just acting, and I said yes, and then so I got in for just acting. Kind of really scary, but it was fun because everyone was super nice and they weren't like super like posh and like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I remember being there and we had to like have resumes, and I looked over at one of the other like guys, I think, and there was like, he had done like 15 shows, like under special skills, it was like this long, and mine, under special skills, I had like jump rope, and like, I barely had anything. I've only been, in high school, I've only been in 5 shows. So I was like, oh, well, frick.
I mean, you started a lot of them, so.
But yeah, and I was like, okay, well, that's terrifying. But yeah, so I honestly haven't had that much background in theater, and like I've never taken an acting class. So yeah, you don't like necessarily need to have like experience to get in. You kind of just need to like show that you have potential.
So for my major, it's called Media Arts and Practice. It's not, to me, it's not a common major. I didn't know what it was when I applied. I was just like scrolling through the different, because I knew if I applied to USC, I wanted to do cinematic arts. And then I saw Media Arts and Practice, and the way that like they described it on the website fit me. So that application, I think it's not as hard as others, because I know others you have to like make short films or do a ton of projects and stuff. But I didn't do that. Like for me, I wrote a lot of essays. Because again, it's about storytelling, so I think that's something they really look for. I had to write 2 essays about different projects I've done, like one where I failed and one where I achieved. I had to write an aspirational portfolio where I had 3 different artists or like groups that I looked up to, and I had to write about like why and what I aspire to be like in relation to them. Okay, my favorite essay to write for that major was like, I had to write about how that major would allow me to help change the world. I think if you're interested in applying to USC for cinema arts, and the advice I'd say is just show how passionate you are for the major, like within your essays. So I think essays really do portray most accurately like how you feel and view the world like the best.
I'd say probably, I mean like, okay, so like if you're applying to NYU for like musical theater or just theater, pick like pieces that you're passionate about and that like you can like do really well. Like when you go audition, like that is like your one shot. Kind of just gotta give it everything you have. Yeah, I mean it's mainly just about just how you perform, like, which is kind of scary because you literally just have, it's just you, like what you're doing, like it's, which is like scary, but they want to like work with people that are
Excited to be there.
Yeah.
If you're at that point and you're wondering, should I be on YouTube right now binging through videos? should I be working on college essays? Like,
YouTube.
Just
No, I'm just kidding.
okay, finish this video first and then go work on college essays. It's the kind of thing where you get it done and you get it over with.
Yeah, see, now we're here.
We're done.
We're thriving.
It's so nice being done. Sorry. Alright, this is how much I've done. Yay! Hope this helps. Okay. Goodbye.